Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name's Begona and welcome back to the Isle. And that's right, if you look in the bottom right hand corner you'll notice that it says 0.0.0.2. That means the second version of the pre-alpha game demo is out, and they've got a couple of bug fixes and they've got a new feature or two. Now I've had a play in this before, but I figured I'd show you this little menu straight away just because I never actually showed it to you guys at the very beginning, and I'm just going to explain what it is. Okay, so if you are hosting a server, you would put the IP into this section here, the direct connect, and you would hit connect. But unfortunately there aren't many like big servers out there at the moment. I haven't actually looked on the forums today. I mean, I probably should have done that, but yeah, so we're gonna just kind of jump into the IO test MP listen server thing, I don't know, and press start. Then hopefully, oh, there it is. I'm gonna say hopefully the game should load. But yes, we are in the game now, and they have done a couple of things to fix. A couple of things really. From the looks of it, they've kind of, I want to say, blurred out the distant foliage. I don't know if it's some sort of anti-aliasing or if it's just kind of blurred or whatever, but it does make it look quite nice. They've fixed the aiming. You can now aim properly. It's pretty cool, They've added lens flares. Look at that lens flare. I don't like lens flares. I do and I don't. They look cool, but they're overused. Either way, so yeah, they've done a couple of things, or they fixed a couple of things. Unfortunately, I spoke to Dondi and they were having some issues with a thing called auto exposure, which is something that Unreal Engine comes with, which is basically, it kind of replicates what our eyes do. So when it's dark, our irises get really big, so we can let in more light so we can see better. But obviously when we go into the light after that, everything's too bright. That's why you're blinded every time you come out the cinema or whatever. And yeah, the auto exposure on this was a little bad, so I know he's got rid of that, which means the cave is now broken, unfortunately. So it's still bright, isn't a big issue, still very loud. But I mean, apart from that, it doesn't really affect anything. They have added a day-night cycle. It's currently about 9. I think it's default set at about 9 AM in the morning. I don't know. Looks about right. Hello. Lens flare. And yeah, I mean, apart from that, they've only really changed 2 things. Now, the first is, let me just become a Gallimimus. Hello. The first is they've expanded the map. Now this is pretty cool. So originally we had this little island, not much here. We also had the ruins over in that direction, I believe. But yeah, we only had this little island. Everything else was kind of bland. I don't want that to get too loud, but I think I'm gonna have to. But yes, they have added a bunch of different things. So if we kind of go this way, we've got a nice little cave here. Unfortunately, it's not very dark like the other cave, so it's not the prettiest, but obviously pre-alpha, keep that in mind, guys. And you kind of come out to this little place. So if we kind of continue on down, there's a couple of little hidden nooks and crannies which are I think are pretty cool. Got a little arc here made out of rock. If we keep going round, we meet back up to the, I believe, kind of like the beginning. So if we keep going forward, okay, maybe not. Oh, there it is. So we kind of meet back, which is pretty cool. And there is a lot more to the map. We'll kind of go exploring when we show off the next kind of new feature, I guess. So for a pre-alpha, there were quite a few different dinosaurs, and obviously you've got the human that you can play as, and that is pretty cool. And one of the things that was promised by the developers in the pre-alphas was like new dinosaurs that you can kind of play with before like the actual release and stuff, which was pretty cool. And you know, normally to get a new dinosaur in the game it takes weeks, I don't know. It depends on the quality of the dinosaur and all that. But normally it does take quite a while to get a new dinosaur in the game. But it was what? I don't know, about 4 days, something like that. And bang, we've got a little diddy Austroraptor. And this guy is adorable. I mean, the quality is just great. Look at that lens flare. Oh my god, look at that. That's a thumbnail right there. Lens flare and Austroraptor. Awesome. Yeah, we've got a little tiger pattern, which is pretty cool. Most of you will probably know this from the Stomping Land, because obviously most of the models in this game are Stomping Land models. And yeah, I mean, the animations look great. This looks kind of odd to me, you know, running. If I've got the camera behind this guy while he runs, he kind of looks a little strange to me. But kind of as I move the camera up, it's looks a little better. Looks a little better. But I mean, apart from that, the guy looks great. I mean, walking, it looks gorgeous. And unfortunately, there isn't a roar for this guy. I don't know if it's because they haven't put it in. I don't know if they actually have one or not. But yeah, there isn't a roar for this guy, unfortunately. So when I press F, it doesn't do anything. But there is I don't know if it's a temporary or a default or whatever. I don't know. I can't say anything. My mind is dead, and that's because you guys gave me 1,000. I was going to say 10,000. I wish. 1,000 subscribers and almost 250,000 overall views, which is pretty freaking awesome. So thank you. I'll do a proper video on that at another point in time, probably later today, to be fair. Oh my god, it's so dark. Why is it so dark? Okay, I'm gonna do this before it gets too dark. As you can see, the day-night cycle is working. Yeah, unfortunately. So yes, anything this guy does have is a bite kind of animation, and as you can see, pretty cool. Kind of hissy, which I believe the Stomping Land version was going to be as well. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It kind of fits him. Nom nom. Nom nom. God, it's so loud. It's so loud. I mean, that's really all there is to the demo. We are going to wait until it gets really dark, because then I can bring out the human with the torch, and you guys can kind of imagine, you know, a T-Rex, a couple of these guys running around hissing, and, you know, just imagine the terror. Imagine the terror. Let's swap back to a human. That's number 4. Ba-bang. So, I mean, as you can see, it's already getting dark to the point that it's going to be difficult to see, especially little diddy Austroraptors and big T-Rex hidden in like shadows and crowded foliage areas. But you know, that's kind of the whole point of the game, really, isn't it? To just scare the living crap out of anyone who's a human, and you know, small dinosaurs that can't really do much, like the Gallimimus. Oh my god, it's getting so loud. Why is everything so loud? I don't know if there's like a night sky. I don't know what's going on. I know in one of the versions it got dark to the point you could, yeah, okay. So it is pretty dark. Oh wow, and it's getting darker. Like, I don't know if you guys can see anything with that, but I mean, like, oh wow, the torch does not look how far the torch reaches. Okay, well, that's, oh no, I don't think that's, okay, that's the tree. That is how far the torch reaches. So what, about 10 foot in front of you, maybe a bit more, maybe a bit less. You're not going to see anything come for you. You are not going to see anything. Which I don't know if I'm excited about or terrified. It just, yeah. I have no idea. But yeah. So that's really it for this. Let's go over to the pond. Let's see some of those little firefly things. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, that's it for this episode, really. You know, as I said, this is a pre-alpha. There isn't much to the game, but it is nice to see that the developers are constantly updating it. I mean, 4 days is pretty awesome. Let's just turn this. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I'm not going to go over there because it is very, very loud. But yeah, I mean, look at how dark this is. It's terrifying. So scary. But yeah, that's it for this episode, really. The chances are there'll be another update in the coming days, so it won't be long till you guys get to see this again. And yeah, that's really all I can say. Oh, there we go. For my 1,000 subscriber celebration type thing, I figured I'd do like a live stream, and I'd get on this game, try and host a server, probably fail and end up going to Primal Carnage or something. I don't know. But if I do manage to, then we'll definitely be playing this game, whatever build we're on at that point in time. And yeah, I think it'd be good to kind of run around with you guys, be a little Gallimimus herd, be a little T-Rex herd, be a little Austroraptor herd, be a Gallimimus and let you guys chase me as an Austroraptor or T-Rex. That'd be pretty cool. Hunt me as a human. I don't know. It's up to you guys. So let me know in the description if you guys want to play this game and just in a live stream with me. You can kind of talk for God knows how long. Probably be playing Primal Carnage as well and any of the games that you guys suggest. So keep that in mind. I'll kind of detail that a bit more in my next Primal Carnage video. But yeah, I mean, apart from that, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to like and subscribe and download the game. And I'll put a link into the description for that. Unfortunately, it's 2.7 gigabytes. So those of you with slow internet connections will probably have a hard time downloading it. It's so dark. Dark it is. But apart from that, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. See ya.